This thought came to me. I wanted to share it. I was studying the book of Habakkuk because I'm preparing a sermon on Wednesday about Habakkuk. And something interesting I was thinking about was I was actually writing the sermon. I was talking about waiting on God. I was talking about the idea of what to do in the time where you pray, but there's a delay. There's a time where there's not a response that you understand or see or hear or know. And I was thinking about the parable of the persistent widow. And I was literally writing this out, how the parable of the persistent widow in Luke 18 tells us about the widow that keeps on coming to God, even though she's getting denied over and over again. Because of her faith, she won't let go of God until she receives the blessing. She won't let go of the judge. And she keeps on coming. You can read that parable, Luke 18, 1 through 9. And as I was thinking about that, about persisting in prayer, even when we don't see... Sorry, there was like a little bee. Oh my gosh. It's all these bugs. Even when we don't see the answer. And as I'm writing this down, I look outside. And my eyes catch onto a tree. I see a woodpecker pecking at the wood, pecking at the tree. And then it hit me. That's exactly what we need to do in the times where we don't hear or seem to hear back from God. When we're in the delay, we need to be like the woodpecker. The woodpecker pecks against that wood. He hits his head against that wood. He gets his head in the game. Literally. And he keeps pecking at the wood until he gets the worm. Because he needs to eat. That worm is necessary for his survival. And so he will keep on beating his beak against that wood. And that's how God designed him. He has to hunt for his food. He has to work for that worm. It doesn't just fall in his mouth. And I thought about that in times of prayer. Sometimes we got to keep pecking. We got to keep praying. We got to keep knocking. We got to keep seeking. We got to keep trusting that we shall receive the answers to our prayer. But sometimes we need to persevere like the woodpecker. If that woodpecker gave up too soon, he wouldn't get the worm. So I want to encourage you, get the worm. Keep pecking, keep trusting. The fact that you're persisting is a sign that your faith is still alive. But once you quit, it shows that your faith is dead. So don't quit. Be like the woodpecker. Amen.